Hi, my name is Claire Hurtado, a part of the Fresno State ITEP program in Cohort 7, Group A. We had the pleasure of having Dr. Lane this semester in our K-8 writing. I was assigned service learning. We had 15 hours to complete this semester, and I was given the opportunity to work with Visalia Unified School District. I was assigned Viva Blunt Elementary with Rachel Muncie in third grade. She gave me two students, student A and student B. We have student A, who is an ESL learner, a part of their speech program because of speech development, just language development as a whole. And we have student B, who is an ADHD learner on an IEP. And she told me that she felt that it was super important to be able to see all the different types of students because we have the high achieving students and you have the students who are in speech and you have the students who are on IEPs and you just have a wide variety of students. And she thought that it would be best to work with students to be able to be on my toes, being able to accommodate in the classroom. And it was super exciting to see how they grew over the time that even the short 15 hours that we had together meeting throughout the week. It was really cool to be able to see just how they developed. Meeting them firsthand, we learned that instruction was super important and being able to find out what the best way to communicate was with them. We learned with student B with the ADHD that giving instruction all the way off the bat was just not it for them. They just did not want that. And so we did instruction number one, finished that task, moved on to instruction number two, finished that task, and so on. And we found that that was best for them. And I loved being able to connect and figure out different ways to understand how they understood it so we could understand each other. For student A with the ESL learner, they learned best having pictures and being able to visually see what we were going to do. So I had a lot of examples first. So especially here with this heart project, the heart map, we did it first in Dr. Lane's and we were able to show like ours as an example for them. And they were super excited to get to fill out their heart. So being able to show them that picture first instantly connected. Oh, I know this and I know that and I can connect. I like these things too because it was basically this big project of what's inside of our hearts and what kind of makes us us. And for me, it was like all of these different things. Like, I love my dog and I love my family. And they were like, oh, I have a dog, I have a cat. And they were able to instantly connect that way. And I thought that that was super special. So, with their hearts, student A was very, very adamant about putting space in theirs, and they were able to list off space facts super quick. And student B was very excited to put their cat and their PS5, or their PS4, sorry. Their little black box was a PS4. And I was like, hey, dude, what is this? And they're like, that's my PS4. And I was like, oh, of course. How could I miss it? And so then we labeled on the side. I was like, well, we got to list which ones are most important to us. So they list number one all the way down through, I believe they have 8 items on there with our finished product. And they were super proud to be able to show something that they were like, oh, I did this with someone and this is so cool. This is all about me. And they were very excited. Like, they didn't know how to draw pizza. So we're like, all right, let's figure out how to draw the best slice of pizza. What do you guys want? Pepperoni? And they were very excited to just get to talk and explain about themselves. And I think that this really impacted my learning experience because I feel that it's so important to know your students. Miss Muncie was quick able to list off the things like, let's do this and this to help them because these are their learning styles and I know them. And I want to be that kind of teacher who knows their students and is able to quick pick up the things like, maybe we can try this and try this to get you to understand this because you may not understand visually, but you might understand auditory wise. You may not understand listening, but you might know kinesthetic. Like, there are so many different ways that students learn, through videos or through hands-on or all the things. And I really want to be able to do that for my students because I got to see it so hands-on and in front of me through Miss Muncie. She did a great job. And so I would love to get to continue with her and or with any teacher and just see their different types of teaching styles because there's so many and I so much to learn. And so I feel like this was really important to my steps just to be able to learn from tenured teachers. So thank you so much for this opportunity and thank you for listening. Bye.